What's up, rock stars? It's Rox, and I'm coming to you today with a review for Love and Hip Hop Hollywood, Season 4, Episode 8. So let's get to it, shall we? So Ray says, I guess Princess has been Googling or something, but all I know is she found the shaman to help her get pregnant. So, in one of the most ignorant damn little segments of the show, they got that dang on Princess there. You guys know how I don't get into the whole deep thing, but Princess says they have tried everything else. So now she's sitting down with this shaman, or should I say laying down with this shaman, so she can get her chakras and shit lined up so that she can get pregnant. So, the lady is doing all kind of, my mama would have said witchcraft, sprinkling and saying all this stuff, and they didn't gave the drum to Ray J. What about when he started singing Kumbaya? I said, Kumbaya, my Lord. Child, we need the Lord in this too. I was like, where are my prayer oils? The whole thing, Ray is just looking at this like this some bullshit. Listen, I'm all about this higher power living, right? But how many drums am I gonna have to go on to know that Princess's chakras is all right? Same thing I want to know, Ray. Once they finish, the shaman tells Ray J that the fact that his sperm count is so low might be a manifestation of how he really feels, and maybe he's not ready to have a baby. And Princess tells Ray J that maybe there's something to it. What do I have to do to prove to you that I want to be a daddy? And she was just like, you ain't got to prove it to me. You got to prove it to yourself. So later on, Princess meets with Nia. I know, I'm just like... And she's telling Nia about her infertility issues and how Ray J has a low sperm count and, she can't seem to get pregnant and what the shaman said and all of that while she's sitting there talking to Nia. In walks Ray J with somebody's little baby. Ray J was feeling himself with that baby. He was like, look, I got all the women looking. I got the baby. I got my wedding ring on, but it's too late, ladies. You should have got me when I was single. Like I said, he got his homeboy's baby so I can show Princess that I'm ready to make this baby. So he sits down over there and, she's just like, oh, you got the baby. And he was just like, yeah, I'm going to be babysitting the baby so I can prove to you, that I got it. Or she's very touched, giggly about the fact that Ray J might be willing to babysit this baby. Okay, even though he's hoping that Princess, kind of picks up the slack. But she was just like, no, baby, you got the whole thing. Okay, he was just like, come on over to Uncle Ray Ray. Come to Uncle Ray Ray. Later on, we see Ray J. He got the baby at the house. So it's just me and little Stevie right now. And we just kicking it around the house so I can get my daddy babysitter on. Princess comes in and she's putting him to the test, okay? She's not going to help him with anything. You said you wanted to be this daddy. Babysit the baby, then handle it. The baby needs to be changed, okay? How about they just change the baby right there on the island in the kitchen? I said, first of all, the shit is hard as fuck. I mean, even if you put a damn blanket down, okay? That's how you know people ain't used to have no fucking baby. Can you put the baby on the couch, please? Fuck his back, his head up and everything. Anyway, they changing the baby. The baby looked like he gonna roll off the island. The whole time I was just like, oh my Lord, you guys can't never babysit my damn baby. But Princess, she just so happy that Ray J is willing to do this, that this proves to her that he's ready to be a daddy. I was just like, baby, you in for a rude awakening if you think this is all it takes to be a fucking daddy. But if that's what you want to think, then baby, we gonna roll with that. And good news, baby, I went to the sperm doctor and I found out that my sperm is at 48 count. And she was just like, enough to make a baby? Yep, the sperm is all good. So, they happy now. Anybody else get the feeling that both Princess and Ray J not trying to get wrapped up in none of the other dramas on the show? So far, they have stayed radio silent on anything else that's happening with the rest of the cast. Brooke tells us that even though Marcus is trying to get back with her, she gonna put that nigga on ice and see what's up with Booby. Okay, so she go over to Booby's place, but we got a nice new place over there, all right? And, the body language, you can tell that already the shit done popped off, even though she trying to tell us that, out of respect for Keisha. How many times you got to be respecting Keisha? Keisha been fucking everybody. I mean, I'm not trying to say Keisha a hoe or nothing. She's single, but Keisha's had her relationships and we have seen them. Some of them been quite colorful. Okay? And so, child, I don't even know if Keisha would care if Brooke got with Booby. But anyway, she's over at the place and she's all, commenting on the wine glass. It got lipstick on it. And he was just like, well, you all in my shit, but we haven't established nothing between the two of us. They played a little song, and, you can tell there's some chemistry between the two of them. And, she act like this the first time that she actually looked at Booby with some interest. Like, okay, maybe I am feeling Booby. Yeah, you felt his ass, all right, plenty more times other than this one, bitch. Who you think you fooling? So she invites him to Lyrica's listening party, and Booby says that he's game. And then you guys are Thirsty Crew, and you guys know that I like to break each one of them off into their own individual branch of thirstiness. First, let's talk about the fact that Alexis and Lyrica, who really is not a part of the Thirsty Crew, but they've been bunching her up with the Thirsty Crew, that I was like, oh, I like Lyrica. I don't want to make her be part of the thirstiness. But Alexis and Lyrica getting ready for this listening party that she's going to have. Zell Swag shows up. I guess he is styling Alexis. What she gotta get styled for the fucking party for? Okay, I was just like, okay. Now, Zell the Monster and Alexis are now friends, and Lyrica was just like, well, y'all was able to make up and be friends now. Why everybody be jumping down my back? Okay, and she tells them how she had that confrontation with Nia and Moniece at the other thing last week. We also find out that evidently Moniece ran up on Alexis. Zell the Monster was like, I heard you got your ass whipped. And Alexis was like, I didn't get my ass whipped at all. Okay, of course it depends on who you asking. Alexis says that Moniece ganged up on her. So I guess it was Moniece and another person that supposedly jumped her. And now Ray the gay AA has even gotten involved, So Alexis was like, I got something for all them motherfuckers. Speaking of Moniece, she and Nia, they're with AD and they're at Runyon Canyon. And this is when we really get the story on what happened with Moniece and Alexis Sky. So evidently Alexis Sky, we saw last week when she was going on and on in her rant on the video talking about Masika and how she dragged Moniece in it too. Talked about her not being a good mother and all that shit. So Moniece was like, the only other way she could handle the shit is she got to go run up on the bitch and beat her ass. So evidently that's what she did. Old girl was in the car and in the Uber or something, and Moniece ran up on her and grabbed her hair and pulled her wig off and fucked her up, and whoever this other person was evidently, got a couple of licks in too. I promise you I couldn't 100% stay with the story because I was just like, this is so stupid. Do they just be on this show just to want to go and fight each other? Like, usually I'm here for the fuck shit because Love and Hip Hop Hollywood is just fuck shit really, and it's a soap opera and half of it is not real and all of that. But last night I was just like, this is retarded. Cause we just gonna fight every fucking body that say something about us. Ray the Gay AA was also there, and he said, well, I heard that you got your ass beat. And Moniece was like, not hardly. Okay, because I had the wig to show it. I guess pulling off wigs is proof of whoever got their ass. I know that shit is emotionally draining. I would hate for a motherfucker to pull my wig off. I would be like, okay, I give up. Anyway, Lyrica's listening party. Are you guys going? Yeah, they going. And Ray the Gay AA said he gonna go too because he got a bone to pick with Alexis. He want to straighten some shit out. I was just like, are you gonna fight her? Because even if you are a gay man, you still are a man. And I cannot. Now the listening party. Okay, I'm just real tired of Lyrica's big ass orange hair. I can't do it. Okay, I was real happy to see Mama Dap there. I was just like, why do you won't let this lady speak? She just be over there smiling like. We see Diamonds and Pearls, he got his shit all pulled up like this, but he was very calm with the jewelries. Anyway, we hear Lyrica's song, she's happy. She says she finally got her album out, and, she feels it's gonna be big things coming. And Brooke is there with Booby. When Lyrica walks up to Brooke and is talking to her, and Diamonds and Pearls come up and was like, hey, where my boy Marcus? I was like, motherfucker, if you don't move the fuck on somewhere. How disrespectful. You see Booby right there. Obviously, he don't like Booby. And Booby was just like, I'm gonna go get you a drink, let you handle this. And Brooke was just like, okay, I know, technically me and Marcus are still together. I was like, technically? What the fuck technically you together? I mean, if you're not married and you catch a motherfucker and he was cheating with somebody else, and how technically are you still with them? You guys ain't bound no ways. Technically means that you married but the motherfucker cheated, so you separated. When you ain't married, then you just ain't together no fucking more. And Lyrical's like, I don't blame you, girl. You do whatever you feel you need to do. Okay, Marcus out there sleeping with the 12-year-old. She wasn't 12, you guys. But if you was fucking around with the girls for 12 years and the girl's supposed to be somewhere around 24 years old, then you do the goddamn math. We go over there, we see that old thirsty ass Hazel, and now she got a problem with Brooke. Why do you have a problem with Brooke? Because Hazel says that she bumped into Booby at an airport and suddenly they ended up at her place and they didn't fuck, but they had a good time. And I was just like... Then we get Ray, the gay AA, and Moniece and Nia walk in. And they across the table from Alexis Sky and Hazel and Lyrica. So then an argument ensues, y'all, again. Like, I'm over it because didn't we already have this scene 2 or 3 fucking times already? You know, they arguing back and forth. The common denominator, which is Masika. Masika's not even there. Okay, y'all done picked up all these extra beefs. I know you guys explained to me that Alexis, you know, and Moniece's beef is something separate. I don't even fucking care. And then Lyrica, you know, she was like, wait a minute. I don't have a problem with you, or you. But I can be friends with whoever the fuck I want to be friends with, okay? Anybody on this side of the table, too. But let me ask you a question, Moniece. You said you was going to beat my ass. Well, I'm here. What now? Okay, bitch, what now? And Moniece, for the second time, shrinks away from Lyrica. Some tell me Moniece is scared of Lyrica. Okay, she don't want it with Lyrica. Because Lyrica was openly rude to her again. Like, bitch, I don't even want to look at your fucking ass. Okay, and Moniece was just kind of walking away. Yeah, bitch, go on somewhere. I said, uh-oh. Moniece has a whole lot of self-control these days. What y'all think about that? And then Tierra. Okay, Tierra meets with Nikki. And Nikki tells us, you know, that I haven't been around T for a long time because, you know, she got all these new habits and I don't really want to be around her when she's drinking like that. Nikki is working on a new cosmetics line. You know, she's bossing up this season, not getting caught up in any drama as well. So T sits down with her and she tells her how she been dealing with Cisco, but turns out that the nigga was fucking around and seeing this other girl, so now they ain't together no more. Nikki was just like, well, how is the drinking? And T was just like, yeah, I got the drinking under control. Isn't that what all alcoholics say? Or is that what the script say, Mona? Is that what you told her to say? Nikki's like, word on the street though is T wilding out there drinking like crazy. She even heard that her and Hazel got into a fight, and T was just like, yeah, and the bitch, you know, threw a plate at me. You know, I had to turn up on that ass. Nikki wants to have a sit down between Hazel and Tierra. She feels like that's something that they can handle as women and get past. And even though T is not really feeling it, she tells Nikki that she will do it for her. So Nikki has a launch party for this makeup line that she's about to have. All right. And Tierra's there. And you can already tell that Tierra might have had a nip or two. You know how it is when you're around somebody who has social anxiety. She's drinking. She's asking for shots. Y'all know the shots get the party going fast. Okay, so she's drinking. She's already annoyed with Hazel. Okay, Hazel walking around like she owned the joint. And Tierra's looking at her like, this bitch. Nikki still says, you know, I really feel that these two can have a conversation and they can both be the bosses that they are. I don't know what the boss or what, but okay. So Hazel walks on over with old lopsided, weird looking ass booty. Did you see her booty in that dress? It was just like, And she goes over to T, and T was like, you threw a plate at me. And Hazel was like, yeah, because, you know, you was disrespectful and I don't really let people be disrespecting me like that. And all of a sudden, these two start arguing. Well, it's not even really an argument. I mean, literally, Tierra just jumps up and she tries to run over there. I'm just like, girl, how many times y'all be trying this? You fucking 10 feet away from the girl with all this shit in between you. You really think security gonna let you get to her? What do we be going through all of? And then here go Hazel all the way on the other side trying to act like she bowed it. Like, come on. Way back over there. You wasn't saying that shit in her face. I know that much. And of course she knows that security not gonna let her. So we go through them, you know, these episodes of her trying to get to Hazel a few times. And it don't work. Nikki mama trying to explain to T how, you know, you can't keep on doing this, you know, stopping the drinking. It makes you act a certain kind of way. Like, this is not you. You too beautiful of a girl. You know, she trying to give her that pep talk. And that T is still mad over there, just rolling her eyes and just like, you know, and then she get to crying. And I said, girl, you is a mess. Take your ass on. Okay, so she finally leave, and then Hazel come over there, and she says how, you know, her and T's relationship has diminished because of her alcohol and the fact that she just drinks way too much. I don't know if that is the main reason. It could be part of the reason, but a whole bunch of other shit has gone down between Hazel and Tierra. So I mean, whatever. But Hazel says that T can't be in her space no more. She gonna be like that. Fine, bitch. Ain't nobody gonna give a fuck about your space any damn way. Now later on we see Monique. She's trying to get her voice back together so she can get her career back on track. Her singing career. I've heard her sing, you guys. She's got an okay voice. I mean, just as good as anybody else out right now. Who should walk in but Nikki? She's surprised to see Nikki there, you know, because they had all that drama with Fizz and Monique saying that she was in love with Fizz just last season. But, you know, now Monique is with the gay girl, AD. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. Nikki is telling her how, you know, T just been cutting up and acting a fool and they need to do something about it. You know, Monique was just like, well, you know, we tried to get Cisco involved. That shit didn't work out all that well. I'm surprised that you here because, honestly, I only thought that me and Nia was the only one that cared about her. And Nikki was just like, no, you know, that's my friend and I really do care about her. So I feel like if we do something to get her out of this. So their new plan is to force Tierra to get this help. Because God forbid, if something happened to Tierra, then they're all going to feel guilty that they didn't do enough to help her. All right. So then we see AD. And I guess they've gotten AD involved, even though we're not supposed to realize this right now, but we all realize it. So AD sits down with T because she says she really liked T. Tierra's again, you know, I know you like Cisco. She want to tell everybody about her problems with Cisco. Girl, don't nobody care about that. AD is telling her that she's having a surprise party for Monique and she wants Tierra to come. Tierra's like, why should I come? You know, that bitch, you know, done pissed me off. And she was like, well, you should come because that's your friend and you love her. Yeah, I love her. But, you know, I just wasn't feeling her always being in my shit the way that she has. Okay, so even though I love her, I'm not really trying to make her happy on her birthday because her ass ain't made me happy in a long fucking time. But AD was just like, but you guys can sit down and you can talk about it. Okay, y'all can get past it like women, like adults. So come on down to the surprise party and let's make it happen. So T, you know, even though she doesn't want to do it, again, reluctantly, she is going to go to this surprise party. So, you know, she get all gussied up and she drive up to the same location. If you guys remember when her and Ray J had their argument, I said, Mona, that's the same fucking house. You don't think we didn't know that? Anyway, you know, Tierra's like, she don't understand why they having a surprise party in the middle of the day and where everybody at, you know, but whatever. She gonna go on this party and hopefully that, you know, Monique apologizes to her. That's the first order of business. So she goes, knocks on the door. AD, I believe, answers the door. And then when she walks in, a woman walks up to her and says that, you know, she's an interventionist, that she wants to talk to Tierra. And Tierra's looking like, oh. I said, oh, no, that ain't gonna work. That is not going to work. Alright, you guys, let me get off of here. Make sure that you rate, comment, and subscribe to the channel. I'm itsrox. The channel is for itsrox. Everything else I do will be in the bottom bar. Alright. So I hope that you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. I plan on doing the same. Till next time, rock stars. Bye.